Thanks for clicking on this video. If you want more content just like this, head over to redmenplus.com and sign up as a club legend or a club captain. You'll get perks such as 20% off all our merch, 2 free pieces of merch every single year, and you'll also be in our Discord and Facebook group so you can talk to other Reds. What more could you really ask for? See you there.
Hello everybody, it is the fan reaction show after Liverpool cruised in the end to a 3-0 victory over Ajax. Goals from Mohamed Salah, Darwin, Nunez and young Harvey, Elliott. 3 special goals in 3 completely different ways got us the 3 points on the night and secured our entry into the knockout stages of this season's Champions League, the final of which will be held in Istanbul. I didn't think it, you did. This is the fan reaction show, so if you want to get a comment in reply to our tweet over on Twitter, obviously, or you can, if you're a member or whatever, you can join in on the YouTube comment, and if you're a club legend, on our Discord as well. If you're on Discord, please do tag me with your thoughts on this one. I'm going to start off on Twitter, of course. Glyn at grobbo_84 says we need to wear that kit in every away match going forwards, which I absolutely 100% agree with. Si, have we got the setup for this in here? We haven't, have we, mate? I don't know how we're going to be able to do this. It's going to be very, very difficult. You're going to have to go all the way around the back and find the HDMI lead so that we can get onto it. We do need to wear that green kit. We need to bin that white kit completely because we're just not playing well with it at all. And so I completely agree. It was literally right there. I'm so sorry, Si. It was just ridiculous, wasn't it? And the HDMI is, of course, miles away. Over on that side. There we go. We've got the HDMI in. We can showcase your comments now. So massive apologies there. And the screen's gone really small as well. Smooth. Sorted. Let's see. See it, say it, sort it. Anyone tell me where that's from? Of course. I'm sure you'll all know. See it, say it, sort it. Anyway, Daniel Gore, Coptimus Prime. What a great name, by the way. League form aside, you have to credit this team for turning this group stage around with a nightmare after a nightmare in Naples. Bit of Champions League nous built up over the seasons has seen us through. Matip's win at Anfield versus Ajax was massive. What a great comment that is from Daniel, actually. Because it's right, you know, let's focus on the Champions League as its own entity, of course, which it is. That Napoli was terrible, and we'd probably all thought, my words, what are we going to be able to do in this season's Champions League? You're right, Matip's winner against Ajax, 89th minute, absolutely crucial, and then that allowed us to play the game that we played tonight, weather the storm early against Ajax, turn it on for a few minutes, then rest, recuperate, and get some lads some minutes on the evening. Absolutely spot on comment, that Daniel, well done. Great response after the Forest game, says Jackie Morgan. Absolutely agreed. We needed that, I think, as a fan base after the Forest game as well, to be able to showcase that we can still score great goals, that we've got a striker who we've just signed in the summer who can still score great goals, and we've got a striker who we've had for a long time now who's just in there, you know, always scores great goals, and Mo Salah did that tonight. W32D5, good win away to a tough team, so I look forward to a loss against Leeds at the weekend. Don't, there's no need. It's absolutely fine. There's no need. We're going to win at the weekend. We're going to win on Saturday night against Leeds. Watch it go now, says burn the white kit now. Make the green the alternative strip only. Agreed. Richie made lovely goals for sure, but up to the goal, we were totally off the pace once we scored. Ajax gave up. That's an interesting point, actually. I'd not really considered it from that point of view. We really were poor until that first goal, weren't we? I mean, in the first 40-odd minutes of the game, I know they had that one major opportunity, didn't they, early doors, 2.5 minutes into the game, obviously they hit the post and stuff. That was a real let-off for Liverpool, and that allowed us to stay in the game. I think it would have been completely different had that gone in. Thankfully, it didn't. The crowd would have been with them even more than they were already. They'd have had that belief that they could go and get a second goal with scoring so early. We were so fortunate there because the fragility that this side show mentally at the moment probably would have meant that we might not have been able to come back from that. But we did come back from, obviously, the opportunity because it hit the post, and we were able to weather that storm, and we were able to score those goals. And you're probably right, actually, Richie. I mean, they realised that they needed to score 3 at that point, and they had to keep going forward, which obviously gave us the opportunities to score goals. And that's kind of what I was talking about in the final whistle or at the end of the watch-along, because I want to be happy, and I am happy, and I'm excited that Liverpool scored 3 away from home in the Champions League. But the realist in me knows that if we play like we did in those first 40 minutes in the Premier League, we'd have probably been punished, and we might not have been able to get back into the game. And that is a major concern, or a concern for me at the moment. But I do like to see the positives in the football. I do like to give the lads the benefit of the doubt, and they fucking turned that around. They really did turn that around, and they scored 3 absolutely belter goals. Jay says, through to the last 16 with a game to spare, clean sheet and 3 goals, as good as it gets. Past the nom, classic away win, ride the early pressure and let them exhaust themselves. Glad Bacecic got some minutes. Robbo turned it up today. Bobby is on an incredible level. If all our players had half his footy IQ and selflessness, we'd be scoring for fun every game. Some top performances all around. I'm going to get into the Discord now. Quadbod 23, a wonderful, boring 3-0 win with no nail biting or sofa hiding required. Just what I've been waiting for. Mate's prayers were answered. You'll never walk alone. We're still here. I feel like for us at the minute, we're as good as people think we are. If people think they can get something out of a game with us, chances are they will. It's the games that give us respect and are more cautious, like City probably will have been, that we end up getting something from. We used to inspire fear, and that helped us for a long time. That being said, we won when not playing well. Every cloud, hey. It's true. I mean, I love winning when you don't play well, and I don't think Liverpool put in an unbelievable performance tonight, and yet we still somehow walked away with 3-0. But I think it doesn't feel like the same way when we won the league a couple of years ago. We were winning and not playing well in a completely different way. We're winning in spite of ourselves at the moment, because that game could have been gone. It could have been buried. But I want us to carry on winning. You just need to keep winning, however you do it. And winning breeds confidence, and confidence then breeds more confidence, and confidence generally needs some more goals with this Liverpool side. We need the injured players to return. I think, Luis Diaz has been such a massive miss for us over the last couple of weeks. I can't believe he was such an integral part of who our identity was this season, to be honest with you. But hopefully we found someone who can play off that left-hand side in Darwin Nunez. Howdy, it's David. Starting today, I'm sending a tenner to fan support and food banks for every Reds win. It's not a lot, but every bit helps. That's brilliant, that, David. I hope you do that, mate. Can't give a toss about the Premier League this year, says Dad. The first half was a mature away performance, no madness, just like the good old days. 3 great goals, says Red on the Med. I think we were watching different games. They diffused the game big time, that first 30 minutes snooze fest. Well, you think so? Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Fair play. And then we'll get into some of the comments. Jonathan's been a member for 2 months. Nunez had a great game. My man in the match. Okay, I like that. Scott Hawk says, I love Nunez. Mad as a box of cats. Once he gets his focus and calms down a bit, he's going to be a monster. I give my man of the match to Harvey too. So Nunez shouts for man of the match. Hendo shouts for man of the match from Dickie Yoy Red. Brian Glow says, Harvey Elliott, man of the match for me. He's going to be one hell of a player going forward. Andy Apps says, job done. Fantastic second half performance from the boys. At least the pressure's now off against Napoli. Oh, and happy birthday to about 3/4 of the watch long. Indeed. FPL skills, no stand-up performance, but an all-round top display from Jurgen's mentality monsters. And Future 3 says, indicative of a game where goals have changed the course of a game. First half was terrible. First goal changed the second half. I'm not sure what I've learned here. I absolutely agree with that, because again, going back to it, like some big performances from players. I don't know how you rank them in terms of player ratings. I'm pretty glad that I'm not doing that one tonight, because if you consider the first 40 minutes of the game, then the likes of Fabinho and Joe Gomez are probably not having the best of player ratings. But I do think, to be fair to Joe Gomez, certainly he absolutely steps it up second half, and he's much, much, much better. And the same for Fabinho. I think he was better in that second half. I think everybody felt a bit more confident, and we just knew that we could sit back in the last 30 minutes of the game and know that Ajax weren't really going to hurt us too much, because they needed 5 goals. And that's a great position to be in. They've got, at that point, they know they're not going to win the game. So why push forwards too hard? Why kill themselves when they've got a league that they want to go and win? They conserved their energy. I think they did. I think we conserved our energy, and it was almost like a bit of a stalemate towards the end. We were happy to give them the ball. No embarrassment here. You take the ball away from us, etc., etc. But when it comes to putting 90-minute performances together, Liverpool still haven't put many 90-minute performances together this season. But what we did do in 25 minutes tonight was put the game to bed, and that's just as important as putting in a 90-minute performance. So I think that's pretty good. Poster Gren says, still a bit worried, to be honest. Our passing game isn't working as well as it has been in recent years. The change of formation probably won't have helped that tonight, because obviously we've been playing that sort of two-man proper midfield, and then we change it to what looked more like a 4-3-3. Again, you think we'd be comfortable in the 4-3-3, but with Nunez on the left-hand side doesn't quite work out as well. But it did look quite fluid between the front three players. Diego Montenegro, I love this one, just says, burn the white kit. That thing is haunted gift, which is absolutely class. Great result, but first half, let's be honest, was worrying. RetroandLim.com, simple, beat Napoli 4-0 next week, top the group. I like that. That's positivity for you. That's what we need, isn't it? Let's just go and top the group. Let's just stuff Napoli everywhere, because they've not been the best team in the Champions League group, eh? Not at all. Liverpool can be the best team. They just need to beat Napoli 4-0 next week. Let's go for it. Why not? Or do you think Jürgen will be resting players? I think with all the injuries we've got, we might see a slightly different team to one that's looking to top the group. I can't wait to hear what Jürgen says. Actually, I can't wait for this weekend against Leeds. Winning games of football, watching Liverpool win games of football is just fucking good for the soul, isn't it? It's absolutely a tonic for the soul, and I love it, and I'm here for it. Whatever way we take it, I'm not going to be picky. A win's a win. Enjoy it when you can. If you're over there, those lads are enjoying it, because Liverpool, let's not forget, have just beat Ajax, a fucking fantastic European side in their own backyard, a side that go relatively deep in the Champions League over the last couple of years as well. Dispatched them with aplomb. If you think those away fans aren't enjoying themselves and living life to the max, you don't know anything about supporting Liverpool Football Club, because they are going to absolutely destroy the dam. And a few people who are in it probably. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Thanks very much for listening. Player ratings will be done by Steve Plunkett in just a few minutes. I really, really feel for him. This is going to be a really hard on. You can't please everyone all of the time, and I'm sure that's going to be borne out. And we'll be back with the instant match reaction over on Redmen Plus later on this evening, where we'll do probably 20 minutes on that performance and dive a little bit more deeply into the performance. Thank you for watching. See you all soon. Ta-ra.
Get closer to Liverpool Football Club and the magnificent city of Liverpool over on Redmen Plus, our Liverpool streaming service. Documentaries, features, more content from the Redmen studio, and you can learn deep and in-depth knowledge from experts, journalists, and cultural features going to get you close to the football club that we all love. Head to Redmen Plus.